have gone better.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we are back in Mon Bazou. And today, hopefully, we are going to be wrapping up the, well, I've been calling it in my head the update trilogy, but yeah, hopefully today we're going to be wrapping up all of the things that are left on our list from the updates that we missed while we were away from playing this game. Anyway, not only that, but there are a few other things I want to get done as well, and as you guys will have already noticed, because I'm going to make sure Editor Me leaves it in the video, yeah, as you guys will have noticed, we now not only have a list of things to do, but we also now have enough money to get them all done. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to finish doing Friendship Level 50 with Fred here. So to that end, let's go grab a treat. Hello, Fred, would you like a treat? Yes, you are my favorite doggy in all of the world, and you deserve a treat. Okay, we've now got Fred up to level 50, which is absolutely perfect. So, Digby, I hear you asking, as well you should, what exactly are we going to get done today? Well, let me show you. Alright, well, essentially what I want to get done today is I want to complete the last couple of things we have here on the to-do list, because I'm reasonably certain that that will... well, hopefully that'll catch us up with all of the coverage of the updates and stuff that we've missed. Now, I've been over this a few times, and as far as I can tell, we are missing exactly 2. So yeah, I mean, we got the boat done, we got the garden done, we got the sugar shack done, the dealer's done, the start, intermediate, and the buggy and all that stuff's done. But yeah, basically what we need to do is we need to win a championship event, and I actually had no idea what that meant. But I have found out, so hold that thought. We'll get to that in a minute. And then, yeah, the other thing we need to do is down here on Advanced, and that is we need to pave the road. So pretty much what I've been doing is every free minute for the last few days, I have been grinding money on this game like crazy. And now we can actually afford to do, well, basically what we can afford to do is we can afford to pave the road, we can afford to hopefully go win the championship, and then after that, we can afford to treat ourselves to the biggest reward in the game. Because yeah, I figure if I'm going to do all that work, I definitely deserve a treat. Okay, now as I was saying, I had absolutely no idea what the championship was, but luckily a long-term subscriber to the channel, a guy named Borghill the Canadian, actually put out a video recently where he completed the championship. So now I know that the championship involves winning, well, basically you have to win 3 races, and you have to win like 2 each. So it starts with the rally race, like the off-road rally, and then you have to do the drag race, and then you have to do the circuit race. And each one of those, you are going to have to defeat a slower opponent, and then you have to run it again, and you have to defeat a faster opponent. So basically what I have come up with for a plan is we are going to take one of our 2 cars here, and I'm still not sure whether I want to take... like, we've got the original Pride Ride there, and then over here we've got the Green Machine. And I think I am actually leaning towards running the Green Machine. I mean, essentially these 2 cars are identical. They've got the same motor, they've got the same tires, which I'm pretty sure had sports on those, because we haven't unlocked slicks yet. You have to actually beat the championship to do that. But yeah, we're going to take one of these 2 cars, and we are going to get it prepped, and then we are going to do all 3 races with the exact same car. Now, if you're wondering why we're not going to be using Goldfinger here, it's because Goldfinger only has a manual transmission, and part of the plan I came up with is going to involve using an automatic. So yeah, the basic plan is I want to have an automatic transmission for the off-road rally race and the circuit race. And the reason for that is very simple. It is because I have to do all of my driving in this game on a mouse and a keyboard. Now, basically that means that I have to use WSAD for, forwards, backwards, not forwards, backwards, but gas, brakes, and the steering. And then to upshift and downshift, I have to use the R key and the F key, which are located, well, pretty much directly beside the D key. Now, this is not that big of a deal when you're just, like, bombing around on the roads from here to town. But when it comes down to doing a circuit race where you have to actually shift a lot, I say circuit race, it comes down to, like, the rally race would be the same thing. But yeah, when you have to do a lot of shifting very quickly, basically you end up sitting here playing the keyboard like a bit of a concert pianist, and I'm not going to say it's impossible, because obviously we've already won all the other races at one point or another, but doing it for basically like 6 races on the trot is going to be an absolutely titanic pain in the butt. But yeah, the plan is I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon actually swapping out the street tires for these off-road tires. I'm going to swap out the manual transmission for the automatic transmission. And I am also going to install Fred's bed in there as well, because I am thinking we could use a co-pilot. Now, I'm not sure the game is going to actually allow Fred to go with us for the race, but I am really hopeful that it is going to, because as you guys know, Dog is my co-pilot. But yeah, we're going to basically set this thing up to do the off-road race, and then after that we are going to swap out, well, basically we're going to swap out the off-road tires and the transmission again, and then we're going to go do the drag race with the manual transmission, because it's not that complicated doing the drag race with the manual transmission, and that does give us the best odds of actually winning. And then yeah, once we do the 2 drag races, we're going to swap transmissions again, and we're going to go do the circuit race. Now, on the off chance that I just explained that very badly, which I'll be honest with you is a very high probability, in a nutshell, we're going to do the rally race with off-road tires and non-automatic, we're going to do the drag race with sport tires and a manual, and we're going to do the circuit race with sport tires and an automatic. Oh, and of course we are going to be doing all 3 of them with a dog.
What follows is a brief construction montage. We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
You know what? Yes, I would absolutely love to pave the road on Francis's side. I don't know how much help he's going to be, but... yeah. Alright, there's one thing off the to-do list, and we have still got plenty of money left. Well, there's pretty good odds by the end of this episode we are going to be, well, kinda broke. Alright, Fred, buddy, where you at? Ooh, crap. Do we actually need to bring Fred food? I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, I don't even know if there's like a dog bowl over there or anything. Alright, well, I suppose we will find out when we get to the racetrack, and worst case scenario, I can always run back into town and buy a dog bowl. Okay, Fred, if you are ready, let's go racing. Alright, survey says we have a garage. We do have air tools, which is wonderful. But we don't have jack stands, which is not. We do have a creeper, which is the other big thing I was worried about. Okay, what do we got? We got championship. I got my best times on the drag. But I don't have any of the rally times. And I don't remember where the, like, demolition derby... Maybe we don't have results posted for that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got the drag race, the track race, and the oval race. So the rally must actually be a new thing that we've not done before. Interesting. Okay, we might have to actually do a practice rally race as well. And there's my demolition derby trophy. And here's a thought. How about we shut that for, you know, privacy. Thank you. Okay, we're definitely bringing that back with us. And I thought we actually got trophies for doing the track race and the other one as well. Maybe we don't. Oh, you know what else, dum-dum? You probably ought to keep track of... Okay, so we don't have dog bowls here. We don't have dog food. We can get water out of the sink, though, so that's not a big deal. Alright, well, I'm gonna unpack the car, and then I guess maybe we'll go see if we can figure out, like, where to start the championship and maybe run a quick practice lap on the rally. Alright, well, either way, I gotta get the car unpacked and then we'll go find something to do.
The next day.
Awesome, see you tomorrow. Seriously? You must show up in the morning. Okay, well, I really wish I'd known that before I went to bed.
The next day.
Beginning to question the wisdom of doing this in a rear-wheel drive car. And across the line. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. You cheating c***. And across the line. Okay, now let's try this again. Only this time, let's not suck. could have gone better. I mean, there's no way we're going to carry on and still win. You have got to be flipping kidding me, seriously? What did we miss that by? Like a 1/10 of a second, maybe? Maximum? Alright, well, apparently my plan was absolute crap. Oh crap, this is only 2 laps. Alright, hold on. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna argue. Alright, well, I tell you what, I'm still not sure exactly what happened, but while I may not have actually earned that trophy, I definitely feel like I deserved it. And on that philosophical note, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mon Bazou. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.